Hi, this is Evakarpman, host of the Dream Big podcast show, the place to go, to learn, laugh, and grow. I just had one of the most incredible weekends of my life, and it has completely changed the way I look at time. I am so excited to share with you this discovery that time is not made of seconds, minutes, days, months, or years. At least, that's not how I look at it anymore. And with this secret, you can pack weeks or even months into a single weekend like my family and I just did. You know what time it is? It's time to dream big.
Welcome to the Dream Big podcast show. We're inspiring you to shoot for the moon, take aim and go. We bring to you amazing guests who truly love what they do. Every day they're living their dreams, and so can you. Dream big, take action to reach your goals. Are you pumped yet? It's showtime, let's rock and roll.
Before we dive into this week's episode, here's Silly Sophia to make us all laugh.
What is the strongest animal in the sea? Mussels. What food is never on time? Chocolate.
Thank you, Sophia. Big dreamers, let's talk about time. As kids, we are taught to think of time as seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and years. But it's not really that simple, right? I'm sure you've experienced events in your life where time feels like it is moving super fast, and other times when it feels like it's moving very, very slow. As I look back at the incredible guests I've interviewed, from professional athletes like Kobe Bryant and Bethany Hamilton to explorers like Chris Hadfield and climber Sasha DeJulian, I've always been amazed at how much they're able to accomplish and do over the course of a year. There's 365 days in the year for everyone, but some people are able to pack in so much during that same time frame. This past weekend, I had an experience that really made me shift about how I look at time and what's possible to do in just 2 days. It started with me reaching out to my cousins who live about 90 minutes away from us in the San Bernardino mountains. We were able to get this past weekend on the calendar, and to say I was beyond thrilled would be an understatement. My cousins are also passionate about animals and gardening, and they have their own homestead with pigs, goats, ducks, chickens, dogs, cats, and so much more. We were only going from Saturday to Sunday, and I was motivated to spend as much time there as possible. I helped my family pack on Friday night so we can get an early start in the morning. I gently woke my parents up in the morning with breakfast ready on the table, and we were out of the house by 9 a.m., which for my family is a major accomplishment. And the adventure was just getting started. It turns out a storm was coming through Southern California, and it started to rain as we approached the mountain, which meant it was going to be snowing where they live. And sure enough, as we started to climb the mountain, the snowflakes were falling as we entered a winter wonderland. I'll post photos and videos from the trip on our Instagram, so be sure to check out dreambigpodcast.com/Instagram. My cousins have an amazing Instagram account at purely.living.homestead about their homestead with amazing tips about raising animals and gardening and so much more, which I'll link to in the Instagram post. Okay, back to this amazing weekend. So we arrive at their house early afternoon and it is snowing. My cousins took our family on a tour of their amazing property. It was truly inspiring to see how much they had done since they really started getting their animals less than a year ago. They had placed fencing around the border of their property, which is on a mountainside, so it's not nearly as easy as adding fences to flat land. And then, to keep the animals safe and separated, they have different areas for the ducks and chickens, for the pigs, and the goats. They had 5 baby goats, and my sister and I got to hold the babies. They were so cute. The pigs they have are giant. They're Magnalitza pigs, which are hairy pigs that do well in cold temperatures, and it was clear that they were not bothered by the snow. And then there were the dogs, Enoch, Eden, and Sage, who roam the property to protect the animals against any predators, but spend most of their time playing with each other and getting love from us. After we got the initial tour, it was just nonstop new and exciting activities. My cousin Kiana is an amazing cook and taught me how to make cornbread, which I had never done before. My cousin McKinley taught me how to repurpose an empty chicken feed bag into a usable and very cute waterproof bag, perfect for trips to the grocery store, which I certainly had never done before. I'll post pics in our Instagram post. She showed me how to make the bag, sew it, and add grommets with a handle. After the sunset, we continued to enjoy the snowstorm and went night sledding. There was a perfect sledding hill going down to the cabin that we rented next door to their house. So my sister, myself, my cousins, and our parents, we all just kept on grabbing the sleighs and going over and over again. It was so much fun. In the morning, we visited the goats again and put sweaters on the babies. Yes, you heard that right. Sweaters on the goats. As if the goats were not cute enough, now there were goats in sweaters. We built a snowman. McKinley spent an hour giving me tips about the garden, which I'll be planting this year. She has so much knowledge of which herbs, fruits, and veggies do well planted with each other and which ones do not. I'm so grateful that I had the chance to pick her brain because I know I'll avoid so many mistakes I would have otherwise made. And I can go on and on and on about this magical weekend. So, what made the weekend so magical? It was the same Saturday and Sunday that make up every other weekend. The same number of hours in those days and certainly the same number of minutes. So, what was different? We made so many memories this weekend, it was like we lived 10 weekends in a single weekend. Are you getting what I'm saying? Time is not made up of days, months, or years. It's made of memories. That's the secret. It's all about designing magical moments. That moment that my sister held a baby goat in her arms and she was so happy. The moment I finished turning a feed bag into a very cool usable bag. The moment we were driving up the mountain with the snowflakes falling, creating this vast winter wonderland. When we got home and had dinner on Sunday night back at our house, just one day after we left, we said we could not believe that we had only been gone a day. We had done so much. We had lived so much. It was like we were gone for a week or more. So that's my challenge to all you big dreamers. Stop thinking only in terms of days, months, or years. Think in terms of memories you can design. That may just mean your parents are taking you somewhere you've never been, even if it's just an hour drive away. Even at your house, you can do something that you've never done before. Just like McKinley showed me how to make those bags. I have chickens at my house. I had so many empty feed bags that I threw away, not even thinking that they were of value, and know that I can make these awesome bags too. It doesn't have to be expensive or extravagant. You can make memories at your house or near your home. But it requires some creativity and willingness to try something new. And if you do, then just like my family experienced this past weekend, you can slow down time too and make a weekend feel like a month or longer simply by creating more magical moments. Are you getting value from the Dream Big Podcast? Please let us know by sharing a review on iTunes at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes. Ella, Annie, Ada, Bubbalina, and Kylie. I sent back video responses to you this week, so be sure to check your inbox for those, and thank you so much for your sweet videos. I loved hearing from you. That's all for today. This is evakarpman reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional, you need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!